Hi, welcome to my stealing creation guide with me, Spazimps, and
Me, Go and Hunt 95.
in this guide, we'll show you the basics of stealing creation and the best ways of getting lots of points so you can get lots of stealing creation items. Okay, this is stealing creation. Sorry about the lag. Okay, here are two sides. Alright, this side here is for the two different teams for just normal stealing creation, which is the red team and the blue team. And then over the other side is for clan stealing creation. The rewards for this minigame vary. You can get stealing creation tools which give you extra XP when you're training the skills, but this minigame doesn't actually give you any XP anyway. So yeah. So I'll just go into one of the pens and then we'll start. Okay, once you get into one of the pens, I'm in the red team pen. You can see the combat levels and the skilling levels of all the players in. The game starts roughly every couple of minutes or so, but it really depends how many people are on the world. The world I'm in, which is world 158, is the stealing creation world. So if you want to play play stealing creation are in. You don't need any items for stealing creation as you can't take any into the game, and the stealing creation is just above the Grand Exchange in the wilderness. Okay, here we are in the game. Okay, there's a counter. Every game is 20 minutes long, and your score is on the other side. If you talk to this person, if you click show play, you can see what types of areas are in your half of the map. So you can see there are 6 basic clay locations. There are 5 level 2 fishing locations, and so on. In this place you can bank all your items, which gets you points. And also on this, and then you can take items, but that takes points away from you. Okay, now when we start playing, this is basic clay, level 1, and so to start off, easily just pick up this. You don't need any tools to do this, and then you can go over to the creation kiln, and you can build equipment, which are for the basic tools. And this is what you need to do to start off, because you'll need the level 1 equipment, otherwise you won't do it very fast. The spots vary. Okay, this is hunter spot. Now every type of the spots are hunter, fishing, mining, and woodcutting. Thanks. And they range from levels 2 to 5. And you need level 20 in a skill to get it from a level 2. You need 40 to get it from a level 3, and you need 60 to get it from a level 4, and 80 to get it from a level 5. So if you want to get the most amount of points possible, you want to be using the skill which you have the highest in. So for me it's fishing, which is 92, and so the best to start off is in a level 3 pool, and then first of all get about 3 pieces of clay, and then you can make your basic tools that you're good.
Right guys, once you've done this, you just have to go get as much clay as you can. Then once you've done that, it's recommended you go to a furnace and you make those higher level clay into like a harpoon or a hatchet, and then drop your low level hatchet and harpoon, because this means you'll actually get the stuff a lot quicker. And once you get a hatchet or a harpoon or something the same level as the thing you're fishing or cutting, then it'll be pretty much instant picking up.
And then in this minigame is also combat. Quite a lot of people use mage in this minigame, which gets very annoying, because obviously if you're just trying to get points, people will come along and try and kill you basically. So always get your protection prayers ready, and I suggest starting mostly with level 3 stuff, so that you can because that's just like the fastest way for time to get points.
How long we got left? 16 minutes left. Obviously the aim of the game is to get the most points you can. I think it's something like 40,000 points will get you the maximum amount of stealing creations points, which is 20, I believe. the maximum amount of stealing creations points you can get, and that's 40,000 points. Get as many as you can though, really.
Okay, when you're making your items into, or when you're making your clay into items, the best sort of items to make are stackable items like arrows or runes, because if you make arrows, then obviously they're stackable, so that you can do a couple of inventories before going back to your home, if you want to call it that, and depositing the items to get press deposit all on the table. It doesn't get rid of your tools, but it gets rid of other stuff. And as you can see, the score that I've got has gone up quite a bit. Now on the sacred clay table, there's lots of clay. Now you can take this and go to a furnace and make it into things, like I'll do, and you'll actually get.
Yeah, just to point something out, when you're making stuff in the kiln, you're going to need a higher crafting level to make higher leveled things, or smithing or fletching, depending on what you're making, or rune crafting if you're making runes, yeah. So make sure, don't come in with like one of those skills, or you're going to be stuck. Another thing is, as we're showing here, making arrows will actually give you more points than just depositing a load of clay. So instead of running back with a load of clay, run back with a load of arrows or runes or something.
Okay, at the minute, I'm just going with some armor. There are, not all the weapons in the game are available in the minigame, but you get things like scimitars and daggers and warhammers. Alright, so, here is an enemy team player, which most of the time, people try and swarm, but as you can see, there are these sort of mist clouds. If you go into these, you're invisible to other players from the minimap, so they can't see, which is a great way to hide if you're almost dead, or if you just want to, sort of escape from someone. And you see this guy's getting pretty badly hit, and I'm gonna help finish him off. Alright, now in this game you can use construction to build barriers around the spots. Now if you build a barrier around a spot, means that only your team can get items from it. So this helps if you want to if you're in deep enemy territory, but there's say like a level 5 spot that you really want to get to. Here, sorry about the lag again, but yeah, here's some combat. You do get points for kills and stuff, but obviously if you do skilling, you get a lot more points. It records how many times you die and how many kills you actually get.
Yeah, this game, 13 minutes left. At this point, I'd say you should be having about 30,000 points or more in a full-on game. Because after that, once you get to this point, it's really hard to skill after this, because you're going to get people that with like that range and stuff on the other team. They're going to come in and just kill you, because by the time they've got all of their strong items, they'll be strong enough to defeat you really easy. So aim to have your stuff. Yeah, here's some summoning familiars. Whatever your summoning level, it is a good idea really to have a summoning familiar, just so they give you that extra bit you need, and they can help you carrying stuff, or they can help you dying, or they can help, they can just help you fighting and that kind of thing. So yeah.
When you die, you go to the nearest your nearest safe spot, or your building house if you're there. You lose all your items. You don't keep 3 like you do normally. And they'll just appear on the floor for the enemy team to pick up straight away. You can also pickpocket in this game, which is quite funny really, because if they're taking something from an area, then you can just take whatever they're resourcing. Thanks for watching our guide on stealing creation, and I hope this helps you in getting lots of points and lots of items for stealing creation. Thanks.
Yeah, cool. Thanks guys. See you next time.